Now, education. What if we are educators and we are thinking about education in an egoistic way? How will we think about the ethics component of our curriculum, our methodology, the way we relate to students in helping the students achieve what it is that they're going to achieve in their lives? What, in addition to the epistemological issues and the issues about human nature and the issues about metaphysics, all of which have implications for education, what will the value component of our educational system be, or how will we approach all of those issues here? So I want to propose an educational mission statement based on an egoistic approach here, supposing that we are subscribing to this approach here. To the extent that values education is an important part of our curriculum here, we will think of it in the following way. We will say the purpose of values education is to empower students with the knowledge they need, the skills that they need, and the character they need for them to achieve a happy life. Let's unpack this a little bit here. The notion is that the students arrive in the education system with certain capacities, and obviously have some of those capacities developed to some extent, but they are not adults yet, and so their capacities are not fully developed. They're not fully adults and able to achieve their lives independently. So what we want to do then is empower them. That is to say, make them more powerful, bring their capacities online and fully developed in a way so that they are as powerful and competent and capable as they possibly can be. And then we have three dimensions of empowerment that are important here. Knowledge, right, is going to be important. For example, if we say career is one of an important life value that we're designing our educational curriculum with an eye to, one important bit of knowledge is going to be for students to understand the range of careers that are possible to them, so that they can find the one that is most likely to be a fit for them. Or if we want them to have an enjoyable leisure life, to experience lots of great art, to travel the world, knowledge that's going to be necessary for them, certainly all the mechanical skills about reading and interpreting art and so forth, but just an awareness of what the world is like, what all of the interesting places are like, so they again can choose which ones they might be interested in exploring. Or to give them a full knowledge of the range of music that is out there, so that while of course they're experimenting and sampling on their own, nonetheless they're likely experimenting and sampling from more than a fairly limited range of the music that is all out there, so exposing them to the full range of musical possibilities as part of the knowledge that we want them to have. Then skills, right? Skills are operationalizing the knowledge so the person is in a position actually to act right on that. If we say, for example, that social living, friendships and families are enormously valuable and enriching, well, in many cases that's a very complicated thing to bring off, and there are lots of delicate and diplomatic situations that arise, and a certain skill set is going to be enormously valuable if a person is going to be able to partake in and navigate and enjoy all the things that social living can require. And then the third element here is character. Character are dispositional traits to act and behave and think in certain ways. We want the students to develop a certain kind of character so that they're not torn with internal conflicts, so that in all of these activities they are more easily able to figure out what they need to do, how to go about it, and to call forth their resources in a way that they enjoy those pursuits and are effective at doing so. And then the idea is that we want them as individuals to be achieving it, but achievement of a happy life is a big, long-term, and complicated process. So having empowered them with the knowledge, skills, and character, we'll put them in a position then to be able to, by the time they leave their schooling, set off on that project and achieve great things in their lives. Okay. Everything in ethics is controversial, including all of this that's on the board so far. So now what I want to do is turn to another way of thinking about ethics, fundamentally, that says everything here is wrong, that if we're going to put ethics on a proper foundation and think our way through it, we need to start at a very different place, and we're going to reach very different conclusions.